Oh shit! Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go.
Round 1, fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Wake Up in this one is very strange. Almost has like an MK2 feel to it. Yep, video mode switch, that's funny. It's funny because, like, without jump-ins, I wonder, I mean, it's hard to make contact in umk3 with the CPU. Like, you have to really micromanage them to get, like, a full combo. Without a jump in. Yo, for real. Look at the pixelated floor. Oh my god. Can he spam missiles in this? Yes, he can. Yo. I'm probably not going to be able to beat Liu Kang. What the hell is that?
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sub-Zero wins.
Whoa, that took a while for it to adjust there. Listen to the freeze noise. Same thing for Cabal Spin. I think his freeze, his combo does the right damage for No, maybe not. Oh, that didn't seem like it did much at all. Oh, that's right. That's not gonna hit him, of course. See, like, even the clone makes like an Atari sound. Everything seems to like be doing like less damage. Maybe it's just the way the energy bars are. They couldn't even give him like the full break animation in the console versions for some reason. He just kind of like stops halfway. It's like he uses like the tension of the pull. Oh my god, the slowdown on combos. Do you hear that little crinkle sound after he does the net?
Sub-Zero wins.
Oh, mercy, huh? Okay. Boom.
Sub-Zero wins. Round one, fight.
Oh, it totally is. When MK3 was at MagFest, they were having an MK3, I think, Super Nintendo tournament. And he was like, yo, what do I do with Sub-Zero's clone? Stop it.
Sindel wins.
Goddamn you, Leah.
Two, fight.
It's like not letting me cancel that. Jesus.
Fatality.
Oh my god.
Cyrax.
Cyrax.
Round one, fight. Sindel wins. Round two, fight.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
Sindel
You can still do that in UMK3. Run up to them and jab like right in sweep range. If they go for the sweep, you cancel. And it blows right through the sweep. I don't think that works as successfully in TE, which is kind of a good thing.
Sonia. Sonia wins. Round 2, fight.
Well, the startup, there's like enough frames there that it'll get caught by certain moves, like 10% more often. But something where there's only like a couple frames is what matters, then it doesn't work much at all.
Fidel wins. Round 3, fight.
We used to call the pile of bones salsa in Super Nintendo because it just looked like a splatter of salsa.
Sonia wins. Round 2, fight.
You piece of shit.
Wins. Round 3, fight.
Kano wins. Game. Oh, it's right. You only get 5 credits. Unless you put in the codes. I know code, man. I know code to get you extra lives and stuff. And like free games. You know, it's funny. These are the games that started irritating me with like all the different screens for like, you know, like the game companies and like text and the explanations, and I felt like it just got worse and worse. You have to hit the start button like 5 times now before you can even play a game. Why did it do that? God damn it.
Round 1, fight.
Characters are so small compared to the screen.
Outstanding. Fidel
It is tough to do those combos on the gamepad. Almost. Oh, that was fast. Sped up animation on some of the throws is funny. I feel like the CPU had a more like natural AI in this. I think it would definitely make playing against the CPU more fun, but they may just not be able to do anything. That's true. You gotta be kidding me.
Jack wins. Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung wins. Round 2, fight. Finish him. Shang Tsung wins.
Jesus Christ, that sucks.
Kano wins.
It was Scorpion.
Fight.
The very first time I played MK3 was with a group of like a dozen people at a mall. I knew the game was out, and my mother was going to the mall, so I was like, "Oh, I'll go." And there it was with like a mega cab. It wasn't even like a normal cabinet. Are you serious, dude? Look at what Kano just did.
Kano wins.
But the guy was just beating everybody with Sector. And he wasn't like spamming. Oh, MK3? Kano. It was at a boardwalk called Keensburg Boardwalk. And I was like looking around for it. I was like, oh, it's got to be out by now. And because Mike, Drew, and Jay and I were like aggressively like eager to play MK3. We were like getting all the magazines. We were like doing art and everything. Like we were really into it. We were like studying like every little bit of info that we could. Like I knew combos like before like I even played the game. But so at the arcade there were like people around, but like nobody was like really playing like the fighting games. They maybe had like Super, like or Super Turbo, probably just Super. And I'm like walking around. I like went back outside, and then I came around the other side. There was like a second entrance a little bit further down, and a couple games in, there was MK3 like right in the lineup, and I was like, oh sweet, and I like knew some of the fatalities, but like apparently like the fatalities were probably for like the like final version, and the version they had at the arcade was probably like an earlier one because I doubt they updated them. But I picked Kano and I tried his fatality and it didn't work. I was really pissed. I thought it was, but the computer later did fatality as Kano, and I was like, the eye laser just seemed so strange to me.
Sub-Zero wins.
Yeah, I know that there were arcades that were like that, but we had a video store owner who was the guy I mentioned before, who like let me rent MK3 like the night before it was released. He was like heavily involved in the community, like the Boys and Girls Club, and like he really, made sure to keep like kids off the streets. That was like his like main goal. So we were like playing video games. Like he thought that was cool. And, he would like give us, whoa, I have no idea what just happened there. And he, unfortunately, because he was a video store, he could only have 2 arcade cabinets in the store, because if he had 3, they would consider him an arcade, and he would get like, he would have to have like security on, and like there were all these, like permits, and it was just expensive. So he would have 2 arcade cabinets and a pinball machine, and that was the limit. So usually it would be like a Capcom game and like an MK game. Sometimes it'd be like some other type of game, but yeah, it's and it's weird because like our local like area is kind of like a little bit stuck up like that, and I was kind of surprised when Yestercades opened. Well, actually, I was extremely surprised when it opened. But happy as hell. But he was on like a 9-month lag. So we would get to play the arcade versions of like a fighting game when the console versions came out. But he always managed to get them eventually. I remember when people were like asking him to get like MK2 back. So we would have like MK2 and MK3 at the same time, but he's like said that he's limited to what he can get because of being like a small location, and it's not going to make a lot of money for them. Because I guess they lease the cabinets or something like that. Or split the share or something. I don't even remember how to beat Motaro in 3. That was bizarre as shit.
Sub-Zero wins.
So I was still playing MK3 at West Coast Video when UMK3 was in the arcade. And then finally he got UMK3. I just like walked in and he was like, here it is. I was like, oh my god, friggin' awesome. And I was not as good at 3 as I was at UMK3. And the guy that trained me came back after like going into Tekken. And he was like, wow, he's like, you're like a totally different player now. Because I like played it literally like every day against competition. And like kids would come in with like a stack of quarters and like be like, I'm gonna beat you today, Shit.
Motaro wins.
I got 1 credit left. Alright, who the fuck's gonna beat him? I think you could just stomp with Shiva.
Shiva.
Oh, tired. Is it gonna really... See, I thought you could like just like jump, teleport, stomp repeatedly. That might be in the arcade or Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's about my bedtime. So like, I remember you being able to like neutral the teleport again. Like she could jump again before he could recover, and he would just eat them all day.
Round 2, fight.
How did that miss? Oh. He's so dinky in this game too. It's like the 16-bit versions, like he's just tiny as shit. I do like frame advantage MK9 jump kicks here. Oh my god. There we go. The first time I ever played against Shao Kahn was with Shiva in MK3 at West Coast Video, and he whips the hammer out, and I almost like fell on the floor. So like he did like this kind of shit, and I was just like, okay, normal, and then all of a sudden, Jesus Christ. I think his recovery's quicker. All right, let's try that again. Yo. Now he chills out. He's like, whoa, that bitch can hit. Oh, you fuck.
Make me laugh.
It was just called West Coast Video. What the hell is this? Oh, it like gives you the combat codes? I don't remember saying arcade revision 3. What is that? Oh, does that like tell you the arcade revision if you put that code in the arcade? Is that what it is? That's funny. That was a big marketing thing, the combat codes. It was like such a big deal. I have no idea. Yeah, 2.1. That's right, because it was 2.1 for 3 and 1.2 for UMK. All right, we'll do one more run. This goddamn controller. Go back with Old Faithful.
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Round 1, fight.
Locking on the first match. Yeah, definitely. I'll check it out. Excellent.
Round 2, fight. Finish him. Cabal wins.
Jesus Christ.
Cabal wins. Round
Yeah,
2,
really.
fight. Cabal wins. Flawless victory. Round 1, fight. Cabal wins.
Later, Kelly. Thank you, man.
Round 2, fight. Cabal wins. Round 3, fight. Finish him.
All right, I think that's enough for me tonight.
Wins.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's always a pleasure. And we'll take you out.